never done a voiceover for this video. Never before. No, you can't prove it. Welcome to Art Fight. It drives people to madness. I know you've seen videos like this one before. I was you. A second go a sec is welcome to Art Fight, where is artfight.net. It's where it's happening, and we're two teams, two sides of the same coin, just artists drawing characters for each other. That's all the explanation you're getting for Art Fight. I refuse to say anymore. Anyways, Art Fight. It's an event where artists create fan art for each other's characters, OCs, blorbos, your children, whatever you call them, your little playthings that you put into the world, you trauma dump on them, and then you send them off. Again, I know you. I am you. We are the same. You are looking in a mirror. My strategy then for this year, for all the people who want to get big booty 500 points, a lot of points, this is my strategy. What am I doing? I don't want to have thoughts. The hardest thing to do in Art Fight is to draw. I'll hold for applause. Thank you. The hardest thing to do in Art Fight is draw. So what I'm doing is I'm limiting all of the amount of thinking that I have to do that's not related to drawing. What's the second hardest thing to do during Art Fight? Figure out which characters you're gonna draw. They're all so good, they're all so cute, and they're all drawn by so many wonderful, great people. So I've gone ahead and chosen the characters that I've drawn before the event has begun. In the Art Fight website, you'll see at the top a few tabs. One of these tabs will be Browse. You can browse through the members of Art Fight, attacks, characters, and you can even look up by tag search, which the tags are essentially hashtags associated with whatever character you're making. It can be human, maybe they're anthro, maybe they got magic, maybe they're part of a fandom, so you tag them in that fandom, whatever you want. You can look for those tags and see if there are characters who also have them. There's also a random character and a random user, which will generate a random character or user. What I have been doing is I typically go through attacks or characters, and I can go through these and I'll find an attack or art that I really like. I'll click on it and I will find this art, and this is an attack, so I really enjoy it. So I really like this art, so I'm going to go to the person that it was submitted by, see the characters that they have, click on one of the ones that I like, let's see this one, and then I'll just bookmark this character. And all these characters that are bookmarked can then be found under your profile in bookmarks. I have 4 primary bookmarks. The higher the number, the higher they are on this kind of arrangement. So far at the top, I have number 3. These are the characters for people that I know within art, that I know outside of Art Fight, be it through social media or Discord servers or things like that. I don't know them, but they're like people that follow me, or I've seen them draw, or I've seen their process, and I'm like, I know them well enough. Parasocially, I'm prioritizing their characters. As you can see, I have people from both Stardust and Seafoam, which are the 2 teams, so you're allowed to do friendly fire. I am doing friendly fire. And in category 2 are the characters for whom I want to see art done by me. Basically, I really like the art style these characters were drawn in. I would love to see my own characters drawn this way. I am extending the hand to these artists and going, please, 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 please draw my babies. Look, I drew your baby. Are you obligated to attack somebody back? Obviously not. But please. Anyways, that's me saying please. And then number 1 is just characters that I like and I want to draw. And I've put a restraint on myself that anybody in the 1 category has to be part of the opposite team. 0 is for characters that are not get assigned into any of these three categories, but I like the character. However, they don't have any affiliation yet, so I cannot put them under one yet until uh, they affiliate themselves to Stardust. So if we want me to draw you, I guess be in Stardust. Mm. Something else that I want to do is simplify my process. So last year, my stats were actually pretty good for the first year, I think. I don't actually know. Anyways, I got 394 points with a total of 6 attacks. As you can see, this is my newest, oldest, and a lot of color until I burn myself out at the very end. My goal for this year is not to raise up so much in points, but in piece amount. So I only need to get 400 points, or I only not want to get 400 points and do a total of 10 pieces. Last year, I was doing a lot of rendering. So I want to move away from that, not necessarily even because this is something that I don't enjoy doing. It's just not a way that I draw anymore, but I did like it at the time. So this year, the way that I'm going to be handling attacks is I'm still going to be doing full bodies and full colors, but I'm aiming to do simpler backgrounds. Like for this one, my goal at first in our fight was to get full render pieces done every single time. As you can see, given how I ended up finishing my art fight run, that wasn't feasible. So I'm moving away from that. And so any attacks that I make for the characters that I bookmarked are going to be full body, full color, and simple background. And any revenges, which is me drawing art back for somebody that's made fan art for my characters, is going to be half body, full color, simple background. So I'm still staying with the full body, full color theme. I'm just moving away from simple background. And something else that I want to allow myself is really overlapping in the process. I know that for me, I tend to do one piece at a time. I want to move away from that and to start doing just multiple pieces at the same time. So sketching and line arting and coloring all in different arrangements so I can be sketching one piece and then line arting another. It's something that I want to get in the practice of doing, and why not do it now since I have so many pieces to do? And something else that you want to keep in mind when you're submitting stuff into Artfight is you're going to have a thumbnail for it. So right now you can only submit characters, and once July 1st starts, which is when Artfight begins, is when you'll have the option to submit attacks, but you have to submit it in a very specifically sized canvas is the thumbnail that you're going to be actually able to see when you click on the full piece. The full piece can be under 5 megabytes, but the thumbnail has to be very specific, 200 by 200. What I've done is just created a Canva that has this 200 by 200 size. I uploaded the characters. In this case, it was for character submission. So I just submitted the characters and cropped them so that they would all fit and be arranged in a way that I like in this 200 by 200 canvas. And then I just downloaded these. Something else you can do if you don't want to use canvas is just use your art program, make an actual canvas or a file, a canvas file. You know what I mean? That's 200 by 200 pixels, and then paste your image of the art that you made onto that. So that's probably the biggest thing that helped me speed up this process. With that, I'm going to be able to do more bulk uploads. So moving away from finishing a piece and uploading right away, I want to move into doing more uploading a ton at the same time. I don't know. I just like I'm kind of like a little fish hoarding the serotonin for when I want to submit. And then my last tip for Artfight is to take breaks from it. I know that it's a great event. I know that it's been keeping me going this pretty much whole month, just thinking about it and being excited for it. But when it's happening, I don't want the same thing to happen where I'm so excited that I burn myself out in the end. So I've introduced breaks from Artfight. For me, it's going to be running. And yeah, for me, it's going to be running and exercising. For you, it can be something else. Or I'm doing something that's completely not art fight related. But yeah, those are my uh things that I have to say for art fight. Do enjoy the event. I hope you have a lot of fun, make a lot of friends, don't burn yourself out, and yeah, have a good time. I'll see you there.